Aiden.
Come in.
Yeah. Yeah. Coming in. Hi there.
Hey.
Yeah. You wanna chat or something? Or maybe need to chat or something is a better phrasing there.
I get why they felt the way that they did.
Yeah.
But I don't get why information would be withheld like that.
Yeah.
If I am supposedly trusted and accepted in one of them, it feels like I'm walking on this tightrope, right? It's you talking a piece, it's the Tight Knights. Eden's included in that. But if it's Edra talking to Laura, it's the humans. And I'm lumped into that. When we were sitting in that office with Slice, Peace pretended not to know who it was when Edra came knocking. And I said, no, let him in. And then it seemed clear that Peace wanted it to be private, so I said, okay, we'll talk in a moment, right? But again, I am immediately lumped in with someone else's actions, despite making it clear that I was uncomfortable with that. And as a result, I'm punished. On top of already being punished for trying to help people because I keep seeing the stuff that this trainer of his keeps putting into my brain because of me trying to help. Jana? So I keep seeing these visions, right? And I'm dealing with that, and now I have to help Abigail, and I don't know what to do. And it's just a constant pissing contest between everyone. And it's never trying to see the other person's view. It's never trying to be sympathetic towards one another from either side. And I'm in the middle. And I don't belong.
Well, I was agreeing with everything up until that last part. I mean, I don't really know what you want me to say. I can't disagree. Again, that you belong, but I ain't here to defend myself, especially after hearing what you said. I just wanted to check in on you. I'm kind of at my wit's end, Aiden.
Yeah.
Like, I'm trying, and you're fine. I don't have any issues with you. I don't. Just I'm disrespecting my home. All right, that's kind of the baseline of it, and I'm fucking trying. Mama told me you gotta welcome guests. You gotta treat them better than yourself. You gotta give them what they need and what they want. But I feel like that just gets constantly shoved back in my face and told I'm not doing that, and that's fucking awful. But I didn't realize you were going through it that bad. Which means I already failed at what I was trying to do, so clearly I wasn't doing a good enough job of that. That ain't by me. That's not what I'm doing here. Ain't what I'm doing. But guess I fell short, and now you're dealing with that shit as a result. So that ain't okay. So what do we do? Whether you like it or not, unfortunately, you're kind of a bridge here. Because I think they trust you more than you think. They don't trust me. That much I know. I don't think they trust peace.
I think that's the problem, right?
Yeah. They're guests here and they don't trust me. Which kind of is weird because they wanted to be here and they basically forced themselves to be here, but they don't want to listen or talk, or they just call it bartering, but it's all one-sided. At least from my side.
Well, I know that Edra has shown a lot of reason to mistrust in the past. But I could see why he would feel the same towards you, and that you don't trust him.
I mean, yeah, but well, I don't need to list the reasons again as to why I've extended trust over and over. He just don't see it that way, and that's the problem. Not necessarily even saying that's his fault, it's just what's happening. And of course, then you get the blowback, all that. Which is maybe worse, in my opinion, because, as I said, they don't want to be here, I'll kick them out. But then you get to deal with more problems. So, what do you need? And that's the biggest question. Them, they can figure shit out. We'll figure it out. What do you need? Coffee?
I need to help my mom.
Well, we're gonna do that. That was like top of the list. Cass, she'll figure shit out and we'll learn things. I can't do anything there anyway right now. So I thought that's what we were doing, is helping your mom.
I just feel frozen. I don't know. I don't know. But maybe we go and we try to smooth some things out, and then we get going.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we ain't gonna abandon you, all right? People leave here when they want to leave, so if you want to help and you're here, guess what? As I've said many times, you're part of the crew. You take care of the crew.
Thank you, Barry.
Yeah, no problem. I'll ask one favor of you, if you could. Don't let me shoot Code. Don't let me do it. It has been overwhelmingly tempting.
I'll do my best to grab the bullet in the nick of time.
That would be very appreciated. What are we gonna do about them? That I need a game plan before I go back out there and try to rip his head off the next time he tells me I'm disrespecting him. Because I ain't trying.
I think that is just what needs to be discussed, and we need to be calm about it. Because I think it's evident that we all actually trust each other, and we just suck at it. Showing, at least.
There's... and that's true. Yeah, it's true. But we also need to figure out a way that... I have a line, and I've said this line, and I don't know if it's got through Code's head, but if he puts myself, my family, or peace at risk, that's it. And that includes you. One member puts the rest of the crew at risk and keeps doing it, which he has, that's it. And I ain't budging on that one. I don't care about his misunderstandings or whatnot, but that don't fly. That don't fly. He's put you at risk at that hospital. Could have got you killed. Could have got you arrested. Could have got the rest of us. He's hacking into shit. He's flying drones around. What? If he talks about calling out for the rest of us, that ain't it. I don't even think that's a part of his own culture. Putting everyone at risk and his family. Or did he just not see it?
I think whatever this Nidai person taught him has really messed him up. And I think
Okay.
maybe that needs to be dissected a little bit.
It ain't gonna... I can't do that.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't let me if I tried.
I think we just kind of lay it out to him. And I already wanted to do the ceremony anyway.
I didn't say no.
Yeah.
Just wanted to know what the hell it was.
Right. It's all misunderstanding.
Yeah. All right. But I just wanted to at least let you know where my line is. Because I don't want to do that. Don't get me wrong. But peace is family. No one fucks with family.
You know, when we were in Slice's office,
Yeah.
he handed the data stick to me first. He didn't even want to make the choice himself.
Yeah, that sounds like peace. He trusts you. That's a lot of trust there.
I just hope I wasn't wrong.
I don't think you were. He wouldn't have put that choice on if he knew it'd be a wrong choice. That makes sense. Both directions were right. Just a choice. Yeah. Is right.
Yeah. Well, you want to go check on them? Do you need a minute?
Yeah, I'm gonna get myself some more coffee, I think.
Yeah, maybe I'll join you on that.
Need to calm the fuck down. Whew.
But wouldn't he be better for that?
No, I got that that one thing with the attention and the whatnots that don't do that to me.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just kind of nice. Or maybe they just don't put caffeine in it anymore. They say there's synth caff, but I mean,
I don't know. I feel it. I kind of bounce on the walls like a ball. You know, if you toss a big bouncy ball all over the place.
Didn't you? You did that already. I thought you did that already before any of the.
Now imagine me with coffee in my system.
Maybe I'll get you tea. Maybe I'll get you tea. Yeah.
Let's go get some coffee.
Yeah, I think they're burning it. Ah, Jesus.
There is a smell that is beginning to emanate. Maybe it's cycling through the filtration system here and there. There's just a hint of like a smoky smell on the air.
Edra,
Mm-hmm.
do you know how to use the toaster? I think I am using it incorrectly.
By all means, I don't want to touch anything around here because it'll be a liability.
Well, I think it would be nice to offer them some toast.
They think
I
we've
have a lot
poisoned
of
it.
bread.
They think that we've done something to it, stick some kind of appendage inside of it. Though that might be a good idea. Maybe it can calm their nerves if you have something that can be biologically engineered to look like crust.
I will keep that in mind. But for now, I've seen something called toast. This is a toaster. So I believe I will be able to figure out this contraption.
So they put the bread inside of this device, kill the bread, put off an awful smell, and then eat it.
I think so.
Assumption is weird with humans. I don't understand it. I don't think I want to understand it. I think that beeping noise means it's ready.
There's a red light that is flashing up above the galley area.
How do I stop that?
Let the flame reach it? Because there is a flame now.
I think fire is bad.
No, let it reach that.
Which
thing
one
up
of
there.
these buttons is off?
I believe you should just leave it on. It will reach that, and that will turn it off.
I will put
Odd.
more bread on the fire.
Ah, perfect. It's odd that the off button is up there. Why would they have a device like that? Keep stacking. It's almost down.
How do you turn off the toaster?
What? How do you turn off the Is that what the smell is? Oh, Jesus. God. Oh, mother. The
I
button.
smell.
The button the lever that goes down, flip it to the top.
Oh,
And
Smells
press
fine.
and there's the small red button on the right side of the sink that says fan. Press that.
I will push those.
God. God, you're flooding the whole system. Gee,
I don't smell anything wrong.
was that fan?
I have a surprise for you, both of you. Please come down into the mess hall.
Yeah,
Be
we're
sure
on
to
our
put
way.
enough mayo on that one. And that one.
You're right. I'll make sure there is mayo and can you help me carry all this bread to the table?
If it helps that you tell me, did this smoke get into your throat?
Oh,
What kind of effect it's having on you? I don't want any part of that. But I'll carry it for you.
Do we have someone new in here?
Who in the hell is... What is
Stay
happening?
out! Stay out! The emergency freezer. No, you're not decent. You need to get the smoke away from you. It's infiltrating your throat and changing your whole vocals.
What the... What did you do to the damn toast?
I immediately put it down. I had nothing to do with it.
That's
I would
fine. Did you leave...
I am feeling much better now.
Oh, finally.
Oh, that
She's
was
decent
you?
now.
Oh,
Was it whatever?
You gotta
this-
put that fan on when you burn shit. Oh, God.
I made toast for all of you.
Looks like you made charcoal.
There's just this
See, I told
like
you shouldn't have touched it.
this thick smoke emanating from two slits in the wall where the toaster is.
I like go over, turn the fan on to like high. What? So toast.
I have been doing human studies,
Uh-huh.
and one of the articles that I came across, it was a video, and it went on to talk about how humans apologize with food.
That is a way. Yeah, that's not terribly inaccurate. I will give you that.
It was Edra's idea to add the mayo.
Mayo on toast is actually pretty dang good. That's a good idea. Not as much as look over probably on the toast. It's blackened and there's just a glob sitting on top of it.
It's fine. You can have mine too, and I slap it on top of it.
Oh, that is so generous.
It's bartering without an actual system, but it's human.
While I'm not, I'm gonna try this because I appreciate the gesture very much. Generally, my preference for the future, so you know.
You will try it. There is no biologically engineered crust around that.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm all right with that. Generally, my preference for toast is a light toast, which means it just gets that golden brown color instead of blackened.
There should be a setting on the toaster.
There is. How many times did you press that button?
I cannot read toaster.
Right, so he does not know standard.
I know the letter C.
What if we put a little diagram with Titanite translation?
I'll get that printed up for you. Yeah, we'll have a little picture graph to show you how to work it. That could work better and be easier to. Okay. Look, how burnt is this toast?
Yes.
Is it crumbling?
All right.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's crumbling. Oh.
I picked the toast sandwich up of mayo, and it probably like falls in half due to the charring.
I take the other half.
It's fine. We followed the instructions. We waited for the flame to come about.
Right. The instructions.
And we smothered the flame with more.
Read, yeah, you can
enjoy.
Yeah, I will.
Bottoms up.
I'm not very hungry, but I'll take a bite.
It's tradition to chew with your mouth open. Make as much noise as possible if you enjoy it. If not, just swallow it.
You can probably hear the crunching regardless of mouth open or not. You know, I've never had it this way before. Set it down on the plate after a bite.
Do you like it? Please do not hurt her feelings. I am very sensitive to it.
It does not matter about my feelings. This experience is exhilarating. I'm so pleased right now.
My eyes are watering from the experience.
Oh, tears of joy. Understood. Notated.
Thank you.
Berry's heart is toast.
Please notate as well that while I appreciate how you did it this time, I prefer it to be cooked probably 5 minutes less.
I will remember that.
So 10 minutes next time. Understand.
Yes, that's actually the correct amount. Yeah.
I've never tasted burning like this before.
Yeah, I have another. It's a good thing the mayo really mellows it out. All right. Thank you for that. I do mean to thank you for the toast. Both of y'all.
Thank you for tasting it.
Of course.
And I will clean up, don't worry.
You know, as well as I appreciate that, I'll clean it up as a thank you for making it.
Okay.
I'll
Bartering.
There you go. Yeah, we're trying. Aiden, I'm gonna leave. I'll start cleaning this up if do you mind? Thanks. I got this, and I start scraping the char off of the wall.
Yeah. It's probably just like finding a steel wool pad and just scraping the... Yeah.
Scrub daddy, but frowning.
Yeah, scrub angry.
Thank you for doing that. It was your idea, Pedra?
No. It was Alora's.
Alora, you lied.
No, the mayo was his idea.
Oh.
It was a collaboration.
Yeah, yeah, that is what was said. How can I get this?
We will find your mother.
Alive or dead?
I put my hand on Edra's face. And I push him out of the shot of the camera screen.
Alive or dead?
Nope, alive. We're doing it live.
Maybe that's one of the things we work on.
Yeah, I think so.
I was being careful, Laura.
I know.
Was it wrong? I'm trying.
I know.
What was wrong with it?
I don't know.
Well,
It's
I can explain that one. I got you. We're trying to rescue her mom.
why, yes.
Yeah.
I looked at it as a bounty because we put all of our efforts into bounties and we always say alive
Yeah, right.
or dead.
Right, but this is not a bounty. We're trying to rescue someone who's who's very cared for. You know, you know. Yeah, that's a good way to. Yeah.
Cole, don't ever, if it's somebody's loved one, please don't ever talk about death.
Yeah. You know, if we were gonna go rescue a Laura from something, you wouldn't want to be like, "You're okay with me bringing her corpse back, right?"
I hope you would
Actually-
bring my corpse back.
Oh,
That way
God,
you
no.
can
And of
consume
course
me.
they-
I would
be
love
okay.
for you to bring her corpse back so I can consume her and have
But would
her
you
with me at
prefer
all
her
times.
alive?
Well, you'd want her alive, right?
Obviously, yes, I would want her
yeah.
alive. But if she
That's-
is dead, then I would like to consume her corpse.
Right. But
As
the
I
goal
would
is
figure
to
that Enid
rescue.
would want to.
Yeah. No, I see where the problem is. I understand, Code. The point is in human culture, you just leave that last part out for politeness.
Oh, I was thinking of the human and Titanite, but for now, I will think only in human forms when it comes to her loved one.
In this context, yes. Is that right, Aiden?
So, to my understanding,
Just
you will not,
we'll retrieve them.
We're
would not
retrieving.
want to
can leave it
consume her
ambiguous.
No, we're not doing that. Correct. Yeah.
corpse. Oh,
Yeah, we're gonna rescue her mama. We're rescuing her mama.
yes.
There it is. Good. Hell yeah. Oh, God damn it. I gotta get back. You want to continue, please? It's just what we
So-
talked about.
What is it that we can do to make you feel more accepted and trusted?
Well, I can't speak for Edra, but I think that us having the conversation that we did was a good first step. Perhaps we were inelegant with the way that we communicated, but we wish to express our concerns, and I think the important thing is that we did.
Petra?
I feel as though when I speak, I've always make something worse, so I will be more observant and not speak much.
Well, that's not the goal.
Well, it seems to cause troubles all the time, so every action that I've taken into consideration to help. But it wasn't the right way. So for me, it is difficult. You understand, I am not really into or hard to think on human terms when you weren't around them for long.
And vice versa for myself for Titanites.
Well, agreed. But
In science, they call this trial and error.
why, yes.
Yeah, a lot of errors.
Errors.
But also, when you do something that is viewed wrong or you do something that hurts someone, a good rule of thumb is to not just shut down and say, why should I even try? Right? Which is basically what you were just saying, that you'll just be quiet, because that doesn't help. That just makes it seem, from a human perspective, like you are just feeling sorry for yourself and you don't really want to fix the problem. Does that make sense?
I do not feel sorry for myself. I try not to regret any actions that I take, honestly. But I do see where you're coming from.
It just feels like a block rather than trying to fix what's going on or at least work it out. Right? So I know that's
Well.
not very natural to you.
I figure things out through calculations.
Right.
Or through past history of knowledge. We are completely different. I do understand that, though I try to explain, it still seems wrong. So, Alora is better at speaking and making these connections than I am. I'm not really a social knight.
That gives me an idea, Code. So, maybe, and I think this is where I was talking about a little bit ago, and I did get a little angry, lost my cool a little bit there. But maybe, if you two talk like you do, before either you go off and do things, as a measure of trust, for me to help trust you and you to help trust me, we discuss as a group before you go off and do stuff, and I'll do the same for you. That'll be the barter. Huh? You tell me what you're planning on doing, I'll tell you what I'm planning on doing. Nice trade of information.
Information is the most valuable thing in the system.
Exactly. So when you're feeling like you're not being heard, you can talk to Alora, who, as you just said, is a bit better at communicating with humans like myself. She'll be able to understand you better than I'll be able to understand you, and we can all talk together. She'll tell you what you're thinking of doing, and I'll tell you what I'm thinking of doing. Information exchange.
Understood. What if the time window is small and action needs to be taken? Do not take it at all?
Not necessarily, but will it put the entire crew at harm?
I believe any moves that we make will put the entire crew at harm in some instance.
Don't worry, I will figure out a way. How about this? We will always keep our communicators on ourselves.
That's a good one. But what I mean by the harm is if you go off on your... I'll give the example. I'm not mad, Code. I just want to be clear. But the example of when you went into the hospital because you wanted to find information for someone else, and it did make things worse because of your actions. That harmed the crew. Your intentions were good, but it harmed the crew. That would be something before you go do it to talk to us. Because in the moment it was bad, but you made the choice before you went and did it. See what I mean?
Actually, I was looking for Eden to be there to help me make a decision. Did not see her in the vicinity. Went to plan B.
Which, then that plan B was the problem, right?
I admitted there could have probably been better ways of going about it, but it was... I don't believe that person died, did they?
I don't know, and we're not going to go find out because that will also make things worse because you're probably wanted for that. So but that's what I mean. That plan B, that's the thing that needed to be discussed, right?
Then I would like the data disc back that the data chip back that I gave to Peace, so I can break that, because I did that without communication.
You gave it to Peace?
Oh, wait, what?
That I did.
No, that was probably the kind choice.
Right.
Because you were helping in that decision, and you were thinking of what's best for the whole crew, right? And we can maybe go from here on. Let's not worry about the past. All right?
Yes.
from here on, I'll do it too, but we'll talk about those kind of decisions together. In the moment, if something's going wrong, Code, and you have to make a snap decision, you cannot choose. I get that. That does happen sometimes. I know what you're saying. Think of if it will harm the crew, not just Alora, not just Aiden, myself, Peace included. Will it harm them if you don't take action?
You see, that's difficult for me to come up with a conclusion. Based on the calculations, everything can be harmful.
I know.
The data that I found on that data strip, or well, put on that data strip, came from highly secure area on the station. I allotted it all there. If that is found,
that's bad. Yeah. Okay.
So shall I destroy the chip and not even speak of what I found on it? Alter my mind, that way it is wiped, and just in case someone else.
Oh.
I think for this case, you made the right decision there, Code. I think you had a good decision. All right? It helped Aiden. It helped the crew more than harmed. You picked the lesser harm choice, because sometimes you have to choose. I get that.
Good work, Edra.
Thank you.
What was this information even on?
I look at Alora.
Go on.
I may have information on who took your mother. Granted, I don't know who she is or what she looks like. There was someone snatched. All the information is there on the data. It's violent. So, be careful when you watch it. I wanted to bring this to you immediately, but I was turned away. As I remember, he said he does not know me. I was bartering for free, the human way.
That
Which
was
then
not,
upset me.
That was not nice, what he did. It wasn't, and I should have stood my ground a little bit more than I did.
It's fine, it's the past. No need to speak on it.
No, but I'm sorry.
Notated. And accepted.
Look at us. We are communicating so well.
So, the data is a video feed? Is that...
Video feed and possible audio. I had to be careful. I did sneak into a highly secure office, told them I was there to help. They seemed busy enough to believe me. I also don't watch the last 40 seconds of the footage. Sorry, Laura. I was making sure you were safe. If you weren't, then I would make sure you were safe.
Thank you.
So we should watch this footage.
It's encrypted. Watch it on my rig alone. Do not place it in the ship.
Okay.
All right.
Now, I will say that the cameras were placed in a very interesting way. Almost like they wanted someone to see what happened. It was directly on the shot. You may know these names, Eden, but I wouldn't jump to conclusions seeing that this could be a trap to lure you into an area so they can have you the ultimate prize.
That
Another
sounds-
reason why I wanted to rush to you first. We may not be able to trust Slice.
Immortal Syndicate would totally do that with a trap. That wouldn't surprise me at all. Get someone you love or someone you want to rescue, set them up as a trap, let you find the information. Yeah, that we can't rush into this, Aiden. But it also, admittedly, after we watch this, let's see if we can confirm what you're saying, Code. That doesn't put as hard a time limit as we think. Because they're going to want to keep her safe for you to be tempted to go get her.
Correct. Also, she is not a how do I say, throwaway.
Yeah, she's
She
an
has
asset.
knowledge on to create an functional being that's caught in between two different worlds. You don't just get rid of someone like that.
No.
But the bad news is, we don't know who or what is on their side. If fellow Titanites are there, they can extract information, though it may take time. But at the same point, there comes a risk. If a Titanite does infiltrate her mind and screw up, well, she will lose everything.
Yeah, they
All
won't
that
want
will
to.
be
I don't think
gone.
they'd want to risk that. I don't think they'd want to risk that.
I went up to a fellow Titanite of power. They didn't seem one in all with their mind. There's something deeper going on, possibly.
Do you think there's Titanite involvement?
There are always rebels within a system that want to fight against the old ways. Tradition doesn't bode well. Just like I'm sure in human standards, not all leaders are liked
Yeah.
based on what they do, because they typically go off of past experiences and or personal feelings, though the elders are supposed to cut themselves off from that and only follow the way of the path. The path can be disrupted, as you so see, which is why Nadai has pulled herself away from that to create a new. Her ways may be wrong. Her ideals are another story.
Yeah, and that's the common way to get people to sign up, so to speak. You tell them all sorts of platitudes and what's-its and nice feely things, and then they go, oh yeah, we're into that. And then you do it a harmful way, and they kind of have already been bought in at that point. Yeah. Okay.
And there are also politicians being manipulated as well.
Yeah, that one. Wait, what?
And- yes. So
What?
Cool. All right.
the politicians, people in power.
Do we know
There
which
was-
ones?
No,
Yeah.
not in particular. Slice mentioned that Titanites were using the way to influence these political powers, right? When I was in a
That's
conversation
interesting.
with them and peace.
Yeah.
Do you think
Peace.
this?
Go ahead.
Nadai influenced Jana?
Yep.
Do
Why?
know that.
Why do you think Nadai influenced Jana to shoot the owner of a bodega?
A distraction, possibly. Nadai doesn't work alone, I would like to say. She plans many days, weeks, months in advance. You think that I'm calculated? I'm nothing compared to her.
I
There could
mean,
be others
yeah.
that are
Well,
far
it was in
more.
a safe house for Haven, right? The bodega was a safe house for Haven members.
In theory. I mean, the whole idea of Haven is what Peace has said. I wish he wasn't charging right now, but I think he got a little overheated. They want equality. This Nadai doesn't seem like they want equality. They want Titanites only.
Who wants equality? Who speaks of this?
Haven.
Haven's goal is to free the
Free androids and give them equality with the whole Titanites, humans, everything. So
Nadai.
why wouldn't you'd want to attack the person or a person that's basically going, everyone here is cool. You want to send a message. You try to push for this, we'll manipulate you and take you out.
I don't
I don't know.
I'm not defending her, but I would like to assume or think clearly of the matter that not only You believe that androids would just go about this a very peaceful way as well?
I don't think Peace would sign up if they were willing to, if their goal was a war.
I said the same thing when Nadai brought me in.
Yeah.
She sings a good song. And you know
She
what?
also seems to like to control things.
She's just showing you what she wants us to see. The scary thing is the androids have not shown us anything.
Well, we have one
All
on the
I'm
inside
saying
now.
is, who can we call what side wrong?
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say the side that's trying to kill people and force them against their will to do stuff. That's the one I would say is wrong.
Agreeable. But again, as I said before, we do not know what the androids have done already.
That is true. I ain't gonna disagree with that, but that's part of why Peace made his choice. I think he wants to see what they're gonna do.
That's
As I
absolutely
wanted
why.
to make my choice. I
Right.
didn't speak to you on this yet, Alora. It might be too early. But if you are willing to share information,
Yeah?
that is uncertainty. You probably need to recalculate your decision. It's about what I talked to you about. I'm gonna die.
The chemical? Sorry. Above game. Stella doesn't remember.
Infiltration. With me and her.
Oh.
Peace made his decision. Shall I make mine?
Well. I think that we should communicate it. I mean, what better way to collect the data? Peace has already very clearly made the commitment to this family, this crew, to Barry, human, to try to get information about the Haven. So if we are going to get information about Nadai, I think it makes us all stronger to share that information.
My concern, not saying no, just my concern here, if I'm understanding here, Code, and correct me if I'm not, you're saying you want to potentially try to work with Nadai to get information to shut her down, or at least see what she's doing? I mean, we know what she's doing. It's controlling people. But you're thinking of trying to infiltrate?
Why, yes, infiltration, shutting her down that is a dream. That probably can never be fulfilled. You see, she is very powerful.
Right.
But if I could get close and find out her objective or what she's fighting against, that's a different story. Harmless, even. But I cannot go in unprotected. I would have to have surgery of some sort.
Okay. I was gonna say, my biggest concern is you going in and then getting controlled, and now she knows everything that we do.
She has already put her signature on me. That's a part of the
I
process.
got it off of Jana. What if I...
That you almost had a bad time because of that. I'm just expressing caution and concern.
Did you make contact? Is the question, Edith.
There was
There-
this image of her.
Did you
That was
make
whispering.
contact?
I touched it.
And you too have our signature.
Well, hold on. I thought you said it had to be physical.
She works in mysterious ways. Physical can mean of the mind or the body.
Well then, perhaps I should also study you too, Ethan.
Yeah, I can't have either of you all of a sudden turning on us without you
No.
being able to know about it.
It doesn't work that way. Signatures are like checkpoints. When we become in a certain distance to Nadai, she will know that we're there. Past that, I don't know what else happens.
You have, so at minimum, it's a tracker essentially, or a
When you
proximity signal.
Proximity is a good word.
Yeah. Well, that's still not good. Because if she happens to be on the station we go to, all of a sudden, bam, she knows you're both there. And she knows probably then that Eden has worked against her directly and has shut things down and removed one of her tools.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
Since there are biological, physical markers in your bloodstream, and that there is some very unusual brainwave activity, perhaps I can try to engineer a counter or a cure.
Sure, I don't know, but a counter is great information.
On
And
that
it
line,
confuses.
Please make a doctor roll for me, please. Vertigo.
I would love to make a doctor roll.
Yeah.
I almost forgot we rolled in this game.
This will be controlled and standard result.
Okay, here we go. Any bonus die?
Yes, actually, you get one bonus die for this.
Okay.
And I know you've got an insane roll already, but you might understand why in a second.
Yeah. 6.
That bonus. Oh.
Okay. Now, you specifically went out of your way to check Jonafar. You found that there were a few elements that you needed to kind of have implemented, I guess, to do what Nadai does. One of those is a chemical marker in someone's bloodstream. And the way that code is describing things right now leads you to believe that if Nadai can sense certain people nearby, that there is a possibility that those people have that marker put in their bloodstream by Nadai.
Yes, I think that perhaps I can divine some more information about this. I will need to study both of you. I think a blood sample will do for now.
Okay.
All right.
I'll go get my kit.
Oh, okay.
Well,
All right, there she go. I was gonna say this might be. No, Aiden, you can kind of correct me if I'm wrong, or if you want to do something different. But it might be wise to go to the Golden Arches station and take a bit of time to research, to study. We can get that med bay installed, and if there's some sort of surgery or thing she needs to build out, we need that med bay for her to be able to do that effectively to protect us against this. Yeah, Nadiv. I don't want to rush in and go into a trap without preparation.
now, I would like to say that you believe that Nadai took her mother?
I don't know.
Are you speaking upon my infiltration?
Both.
In her network?
Both. Because now that you brought that up, we don't know. If she's involved in this, we're walking into a worse trap. I mean, why wouldn't she want to be? Do you think she'd be very okay with a human titanite hybrid? Sounds
Probably
like
not, but
probably not.
I see all sides being not okay with it. Androids using it as a bargaining chip to keep the humans at bay, to give them equality. Titanites to destroy it and everything else because they do not want to bridge that gap to where humans can take over Titan and or any other moons that we may occupy.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential for bad people doing bad things. I'm just
taking her for their own right to create more, maybe even as humans work with their communication skills, war to take over Titan.
Yeah, or a combination of a few of different ones. It's very possible that Nadai is using all these human politicians in that way, and that's how she lured them into this security. We don't know. What we do know is we can take precautions to prevent some of that while we're saving her mom at the same time and potentially working on you infiltrating, but you have your protection so we don't have to worry about you being compromised.
I agree. Our calculations align. Now, there is one part that I have to touch on. You see, Barry, we may have to surgically put extra eyelids on you for reasons. I've seen your videos. The dye is very, very attractive.
I think I'll be okay, but I really appreciate your concern there, Code.
Very concerned. That
I
one
heard
video
something about extra eyelids. Do I
On the
need to
bright
grow
side,
some?
I'm a sign that if you fall in love with a Titanite, you know, you could biologically engineer a baby.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'm gonna tell you right now, she ain't my type.
Do not say what you do not know of. Believe
I have
me,
a pretty good idea.
according to your videos, they were worse. Especially the human dressed as a Titanite. Shameful.
This is not something I really want to go into and explain, so I'm just gonna say it's not as big of a problem as you think, but again, I really appreciate your
The
concern.
third breast was in the wrong area. How could you watch that?
Anyway, I think the taking some time, getting a medical bay, getting the research for Doc, I think we're gonna be all right. I think that's a good step.
Also, I wanted to
Research
present you
medbay.
with this.
What is this? Cautiously
Sure.
take it.
Blanket, I guess you call it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the Velvet Elvis. Yeah. What about
I
it?
repurposed it. It is clean. It will be protected now from future secretions.
Right. What did you do to it? Like hold it out to look at it. What did you do to it?
I took Alora's pets, the ones she doesn't use anymore, split them in half, used their organs to sheen it.
You killed
Smell it.
pets?
It's really great. And you know what it also does? It keeps pussy off of it. It's
Is
protected.
this thing? Does this thing look like a piece of wood with polyurethane on it at this point? Like is it just?
It has a very good
It
sheen.
doesn't like
It's
shake
laminated.
out. Yeah, it's
Is it
like
flexible?
it's not flexible anymore. Like it's just heat.
It was a gesture I was trying to do before he got into the altercation. I hope this makes things better.
We can hang it up. It'll never get dirty.
It'll never get dirty.
But maybe
I
next
can
time
show
we don't-
you.
No, I trust you. I trust you. I'm gonna go
Trust me.
hang this
Notated.
up in the helm.
Progress.
I'm gonna go hang it up and
How thoughtful for him to preserve that art piece for you, huh?
See, Eden and I can take in information and apply it quite well.
Eden,
See.
it was a bit unclear. Do I need to grow extra eyelids for Barry?
Yes.
No. He doesn't need extra eyelids. He'll be good.
He
And
was-
if not, I'll punch him in the face myself to knock him out.
That's violent.
Okay.
You haven't seen
Seems-
me in a fight yet.
Oh. Did he seem happy to you? I saw tears of joy.
Well, maybe next time before, sort of like laminating or, maybe ask before taking his possessions and turning it into something else. You know?
Yes, from this point on, we forget about the past, so he should not be mad about that because it was actually a good
It was
gesture.
the past.
Yes, and now the future is very bright and slick and sleek and pussy-proof.
And watched over by Elvis himself.
Whoever that is.
I don't even know who Elvis is.
He's the king. I don't know of what. Yeah, I think he was an
What?
old ancient king on Earth.
The Golden Arches station?
No, that's it's actually it's known for its food.
Oh.
All right. Well, Pace is still charging. I'm sure when he wakes, he'll want to get to work on the black market stuff he talked about. But are we in agreement? I mean, Aiden, you're gonna be the one that I think needs to make the final call here because it's your mama. Are we? You want to take that time? Get the bay installed, do on that. We can get some stuff done on the station and then see where we need to go from there based on what Peace finds.
Yeah. She wouldn't
All right.
want me rushing into it anyway. But
Okay.
we do also need to watch that video.
Yeah.
He'll give us a little bit of a picture because remember last time we watched the video with Jonna and
You watched a video with Jonna about the Titanites? Oh dear.
Well, no, it was on her. It was about her. Getting the security footage we got. That one. Yeah. All right. I can get. Peace won't mind if I go and get the data stick with the vids on. He'd be okay with that.
I have to decrypt it first, but
Well,
bring it
yeah,
to me.
I'll give it to you is what I mean. I'll get it from him. He'll be comfortable with me taking it. I'll give it to you. You can decrypt it, and I'll get us setting on a course for the station. All right.
Do you have a clear wall? I could clear it for you if it.
Oh, you mean for for a holla? Yeah. In the mess, I have a pull down screen for holla.
Oh.
I just haven't
Pull-down
really used it
screen.
much. Yeah. It's fine. Anyway, yeah, I'll get
helps
that
see a
set
lot
up for
clearer.
you. Exactly. All right.
Okay.
I'll go get us. I'll get that. I'll get that to you. You'd see Barry just kind of jog off.
Laura, what troubles you?
I need your blood.
Shall I take it or will you?
Are you ready?
What now? Did you? Is that the right syringe?
It'll do.
It's
that's kinda big.
large.
Are you ready?
Where are you gonna stick it?
I was thinking of putting it in your chest.
There's not enough space. Just put it in somewhere else, like a thigh, maybe.
Do you have like a big juicy vein on your arm? Come on, everybody has at least one.
Don't actually know.
And I take his arm and I smack like where the like the little junction between the like near the elbow.
So there's
You
a
had juicy veins
horrific.
there?
There's a horrific scene of Alora taking blood from Edra. That's a bit. Well, there's a anime filter mosaic over it. I think as this is underway, and we kind of fast forward a few minutes. What does code look like after this? What do we think?
A prune,
Yeah.
a raisin.
Yeah.
My arm is
Alright.
probably like the skinniest part of my body right now, and I think she took too much.
If you ask nicely, maybe Barry will let you drink some crush.
I got
I
the.
don't- Please
The
don't look
hell's
at
wrong
it.
with your arm,
Look
boy?
at it. Oh,
You don't need mine, right?
she took
I
my
need
blood.
yours.
Don't.
We need to
What
see
the
if the markers are in your bloodstream, Eden.
Okay.
I gingerly set the data stick on the mess table and I'm gonna spool up the engines
Just put it
now.
right here. I
No, it's on the table. I ain't touching whatever that is. Sorry, that's a. Okay, he's a goddamn raisin.
Maybe
Okay.
you don't take as much.
Please give me another doctor roll. Where'd it go?
Position.
This is risky, and the result
Okay.
is standard.
Bonus die?
No.
3?
Okay.
Can I...
Would you like to do a devil's bargain?
Mm-hmm.
Now,
She's gonna take the whole arm.
here's what will happen. By making this position desperate, I can do. Let's do this one. I think this one's more interesting. If you fail the desperate version of this roll, you're going to have to give in to your trauma.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's do it.
Can I help her by pointing out some juicy veins?
You can absolutely
Yep.
help her if you'd like. You can spend
I'll
one
take a
stress to help her, sure.
Yep.
Okay. Position desperate. Effect.
Standard.
1 bonus die. 5.
Okay. So, you begin to investigate the blood in Edra. With a 5, a partial success. Let me think what you would be able to determine here. I'm going to say that you will be able to first, you're able to determine that the marker that you found in Jonafar is also in Edra. Second, you can't tell specifically if it is related to Nadai or not.
Okay. And what of my sample of Eden?
That's another roll.
Okay.
Hey, at least she succeeds in stabbing us. It could have been a roll. Thank goodness.
Okay.
Position?
This one is controlled. The effect will be limited.
4.
You do not find any markers in Eden's blood. It is very strange to you upon doing a physical examination or just, well, let's say there was no physical. I misspoke there. You just looked at her blood. Her blood is very strange. It's clearly not Titanite, and it's clearly not human from what you have seen. That much is obvious. But I think you can also tell that how can I phrase this? There is something very different about her blood. You're not able to tell exactly what that is just yet. It will require a lot more study. Or finding out some, or looking at some other notes or research that has been done. You will need to study that to figure out what this means. But there is something there that catches your eye. And I don't know enough about biology to tell you what that would be, but there is something there that would be very strange to you.
Well, so, Edra, I have found the same marker in your bloodstream as Janafar. It is impossible to tell if this specifically is from Nadai, but I think it is safe to assume so for now. Eden, I don't really know what I was looking at. Your blood is different. That much I'm not surprised with, but the chemical structure is completely foreign to me. I think I will have to lean on some kind of research or note-taking, perhaps from your mother. Maybe I need to speak with her, or this research might be better in her hands.
I have the notes that I took from the lab. I can't really make heads or tails of it anyway. So.
Well, if you trust me with it, I will be very careful with those notes, and I think they can help.
Right.
Just curious. How far back do you remember? When it comes to your mother and any kind of other motherly care she has done to you.
I mean, I remember the lab since forever. Really?
Was she the only one that tended to you?
You would notice my face drop.
I will stop asking questions. Apologize.
No, they have a team of doctors. She is primarily the one who took care of me. Really, she's the head of that whole research program to begin with. But there were some issues with the politics of it all. I never really got to know very much. But there's another doctor. And that's where all those scars came from. Very invasive research.
You do not have to relive that at the moment. I only ask so that we have every angle, so that Alora could research, notate. Your mind, on the other hand, is completely different than I would imagine. You think that I have a dangerous mind, since we're being open. I think yours is the first time that I had to take a step back and put up protection on myself.
Really?
You're not. Well, don't take offense to me saying this, but it's very... Imagine being in a desert, and you accepted the desert to have nothing but sand, dryness everywhere, maybe an occasional oasis. That desert comes to a complete stop, and there's a raging storm ahead. It's misplaced. It's uncomfortable. Instead of you walking into the storm reaches out to you. It all should be fine. The mind is very complex.
Then why is my version of the way so gentle in comparison?
Because we haven't unlocked the other side yet. You're still a beginner. But your disruptive nature may have something to do with it. I've noticed. I observed.
Well, if any indication of what you've been able to show us is something to be measured by, perhaps with great power you also have great control.
Leads me to believe that power probably is something that all parties want. Whether it's to keep, use, or destroy. But then again, I do not know. I am no doctor. I analyze, I calculate. I hack. Be happy.
Hey, y'all ready to get going? I'm about ready to spool up the engines.
Yeah. I'll think on this all more.
Do you need a co-pilot? You could show me some things when it comes to piloting. I do have to get back to my ship eventually. I do not want to have its secretions splattered over another station again.
Yeah, that's probably a good call. We're still... Is your ship ready?
I would rather not put it through stress again. I would wonder if you would allow me to sit with you so you could...
Yeah, that's fine. I got an idea that we could work on. Yeah, come on down to the helm.
I saw a video once on this. Should I, sit in your lap?
No, we got a chair for that. We got a chair for you.
That's probably a good place for us to take our break. We're going to take a little bit of a break here, folks. If you have not done so, please make sure you're following all these wonderful people. You can head on over to tablestory.tv/100club with no spaces to go follow them in all of the places. Please go give them a follow. If you have yourself a Prime Gaming sub that you haven't used yet, consider throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes. Go support these lovely people. And if you want to help support Tablestory, one of the best ways you can do that is make sure you're following us here on Twitch at Tablestory. We're on YouTube, Tablestory there as well, and at a Tablestory on Twitter. We're also on Hive. I think Hive is getting their servers sorted out or whatever, but we're
building desktop.
Yeah, we're on we're Tablestory on there. We'll get more of a presence on Hive there soon. And if you want to help us in a monetary way, check out our Patreon, which is tablestory.tv/pledge. The website should be going a lot faster. We did some SQL cleanup, some database cleanup over the weekend. Kujio, our wonderful mod, was kind enough to spend his time working on that over the weekend to help speed up the website a bit. So go check that out. We're gonna take a little bit of a break. We'll be back in just a few minutes. Hang tight for more 100 Club back in just a little bit.
All right, we got our. Let's see. Okay.
What's this button do?
Pulling up. No. Don't touch that, please.
Okay. With this switch right here, it looks like it's not aligned with the other one.
That's correct. That's on purpose.
Oh. So why does up mean down and down mean up?
No, it's more about how it's based on what better to put it, the throttle stick and the movement, pitch and yaw. It works intuitively based on human movement, you see? Like if I pull toward me, it kind of moves you up. You think of that way, like you lift back, so you move up, you push forward, you move down. Okay, it's that kind of movement, but that's how do you fly your own ship?
Well, biosignatures, controlling of the mind. When you bond with your ship, it reads all your reflexes. If there's an acceptance, you insert. It's a give or take. You insert a piece of the ship inside you, and you insert yourself inside of it.
Yeah, it's very different than this.
Imagine tubes coming out. You place your arms inside. The prongs then go inside very delicately. You feel this warmth over your whole body, and then you become connected. From there, it's kind of hard to explain, but if you like to try,
maybe another time, but that's interesting. Yeah, no, that don't work that way this way. This ship, Molly is all about. It's all about the feel of the metal and the movement and the hum of the ship. You know, it's all about that. It's
Molly,
but
you feel great. Is this how we bond with the ship?
closer than you think. Well, anyway, we got the engine spool. We're gonna be heading toward the jumps gate here in a sec. But I actually had an idea on what we could do. Remember when we were dealing with the Immortal Syndicate? And we had jumped in and they were there and we did a scan and then it eventually tipped one of them off. I don't know if I want that to happen again, and I was thinking we might be able to do something about that, maybe. And it would probably, I'd need your help on it.
Oh. Well,
So-
yes, I do have a stick in front of me.
Not here. I mean, it's more we gotta our long range scanner. We might be able to put in a physical encryption of some kind to make it so it's harder for them to detect us when we scan them.
Oh.
Kind of the same idea that you got with, the blocker for Nadai. That's what got me thinking on it.
Oh.
So
yes.
I could potentially go in and get some of the physical hardware altered, or if you could design something to plug into it, I can install it to like run kind of a closed loop or something. See what I'm saying?
Sounds like a project that I can do.
I don't know if it might not be that long of a project, but it might be something I got spare parts all over the place.
We have to come up with the most important part of it first.
What's that?
The name. Now, Barry, you're gonna have to do this. I'm doing the hard work. The labor side of it. You have to come up with the name.
I'm
If
physically
the name doesn't
installing
work, the
it.
device doesn't work.
Okay, I mean, I can name it. That's fine, but I have to physically install it into the thing as well.
I won't dare let you install anything in Molly without having any kind of idea how to do it.
Well, that's why we're working together
Oh,
on it. Like, I
we're
literally
doing this together. So I get to teach you something. You teach me how to fly this thing.
Well, I also
Bartering.
yeah, it's bartering, but again, do you know how my long range scanner physically works?
Now, Barry, on the first date? That was a joke. I don't know how. Yes.
No, but I mean Molly's long range scanner. I know the hardware like the back of my hand. That's what I'm saying. So installing something into it, I know how to do that, but I can't physically code any sort of encryption easily. That's your specialty. That's what
I see. You
There
used
we
my
go.
name in that sentence, which made it me more important.
Okay. I mean, it is pretty important. That's why I was getting at this. Yeah.
Yes. I can do it.
Okay, sure. All right. You get me the physical encryptor that keeps the system closed for the encryption. I can get it installed into the long-range scanner. Does that make sense?
It computes.
Good enough. That's all I can. All right, good enough. Okay. All right.
I thought of
Okay,
something else I could possibly add to it.
All right. What's that?
I've been observing you, Barry, when you sleep.
Okay. What?
I did it because I saw Peace do it, and I thought I should join in.
I
So
told
I
Peace
looked
to
over
stop
you.
doing that shit. Ah, God damn it.
I got really close. And I heard you humming. So I thought, whenever we were on good terms, which I think now since you let me touch all over Molly, that I will do something really great for you. When you hit the throttle on her, you'll have your own music. I see it on the motion pictures that you store. It's like a background music. So when you are doing your stuff that you do, you'll have revving music with you. You seem like the type of guy that likes flair. I could tell by your hair.
I don't like how accurate that is, but yeah. Okay, what music did you pick? Do you like human music? Do you know what human music is like?
Well, that's going to be your job to pick it. I'm just going to place it in.
Oh, you're just putting a system in and I can upload music when I want to. That's what you're saying.
Yes, but it'll be triggered depending on how you drive Molly.
Okay. That sounds neat. All right. I misunderstood. I got you. Okay.
Great. I can't wait to see what you do for me next. All right, let's get started.
Great. Okay. All right. So the third switch on the right over there, I'm going to need you to flip that down.
This one?
Yeah, that's the one. The third switch on the right. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Good. That's all you need to do. Thank you. And then
But there's 6 others.
Yeah, we don't need those right now.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Engine should be good. All right. There's the jump gate. All right. I gotta fucking call in, I think.
I can do it. You let Peace do it. I can do it.
My code is my signature and name is on the ship. That's why it's usually just
okay.
Thank you. Thank
Too
you
much?
for your.
All right.
No, it's all right. It's a little too much, but you're good. You're all right.
Okay.
You're all right. You're all right.
This is Barry Hendricks of the Molly, just looking to get into the queue. We're going to Great Art, the Golden Arches. Roger, Molly. This is Jump Gate Control, Great Ocean Station. Repeat. You are headed to Earth Jump Gate.
That's
That is correct. Yes. Very well. You'll be set in the queue. Thank you.
that close comms. All right, and now we white.
Make a helm roll, please, for me, Barry.
Can do. Position effect.
Risky. The effect will be limited.
Okay. I'm assuming this ain't a speed-related roll.
You're humming. Perfect.
That would be correct. It's not a speed-related roll. It
Great.
is related to queue time
Yep. 4.
and other things. 411. Okay.
Love
Got
that.
a few. Maybe let's call it 3 hours ahead of you of a wait here at the queue.
All right. Okay, we got
Fairly
a few hours.
standard.
Yeah, that ain't too bad. All right. Let's see. Okay, well, now we gotta wait here, Code. I hop off of the chair and like do like a double tap on the wall panel and pop open some wiring. All right, so this is where the long range scanner is, or like one of the main modules.
Oh.
So let's see here. I ain't gonna turn it off yet, but we got a few hours. What do you need for your what pieces or parts or anything do you need?
Parts, yes. My rig, which I have here, and wait.
Back there, this is the front helm where all the cool people sit.
Are you saying we're not cool?
Cooler people sit. I need some help with a project that I am doing with Barry Human together.
Oh, so we're cool enough to help you, huh?
Was that sarcasm or?
That was indeed
That was sarcasm.
sarcasm. Yeah, that was.
Okay,
Yeah.
notated.
Is this more important than playing with Pussy? Because we are having a good time back here.
Playing with Pussy without me. This is important. Allura, I need you to bring the specimens. I believe 8, 11, and 0.5.
What?
I need the specimens. He's allowing me to do some work to the Molly.
Are you sure about 0.5?
Yeah, what's up with 0.5? What is that?
Yes, bring it just in case. Just in case.
okay?
Nothing. Yep, thank you. And over and in.
That was close.
Don't worry about 0.5. 0.5 is designated for is a failsafe.
Okay. All
All
right.
the tools are here. Now you have your, what did you call it? A whatchamacallit? A whatchamacallit? A what's the spatula back? I don't. Whatever tool you let me hold. Spanner.
Oh, yeah, hold on. And I pull out my fine mechanics kit. And, yeah, pull out one of my specialized tools. Yeah, it's this one. And I just hold it up.
Okay. I'm gonna need you to put pressure when I bring 8 and 11. And I will install my rig. And we will splice where we need to.
Yeah, that
We can already get started on opening it up. Go ahead.
Oh,
Pull
yeah, I
that
can do
wire.
that. No, I do know how to do the phys. I appreciate it, but I got this. I would love to make a rig roll.
Okay. You sure
Absolutely.
that's right? Ooh, that's right.
Position,
be-
effect.
This will be controlled, I think.
Okay.
The effect will be limited.
Okay.
Actually, no,
Gentle.
standard. Sorry, standard.
Okay. It
You're really close to the
100%
rig.
Barry looks way too like he's working way too hard in terms of like there's no gentleness to this. He is a trucker. All right.
Oof.
Any bonus die?
No. Unless
Oh,
I'm gonna take a devil's bargain. I think.
okay, we're gonna jump that up to a risky position then. The effect will be standard. I will say that if you fail this roll, what are you installing?
So he's outright trying to alter the long range scanners so that we can get them basically encrypted, make it difficult to trace back to us.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You sure you don't want me to?
So
No, I think I got it. I just may have. There's just a spark that it's probably fine.
there's like fluid shooting out of the panel. He's got like a spray of like oil or something on his face that shoots out. Like
It's fine. This happens every other time.
looks like he hit an artery, you know, like just.
Lean over a little bit.
Thanks.
If you fail this roll, then I'm going to say that the long-range communications will be damaged. Actually, no. This is a risky roll. It's not desperate. I will say there is a strong possibility that the installation of this may lead to unexpected results when you try to use the communications.
Got it. Okay.
Or when you try to use the scanner.
Yeah. All right. No. I think I got this plugged up just fine. Partial success, not a fail. Okay.
That's not how it. Ooh.
No, it's fine. Like put a thumb in the tube as I'm like pulling out some of the cabling, and then pinch and tie that off. Like that's probably fine.
Interesting uses of a knot. I expected that in shoelaces, not.
Occasionally you gotta knot off a hose. It's probably
Not
fine.
off a hose. Okay, I'm gonna notate that one. All right.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's probably set up for you to do your thing when you got the parts. Do I notice what went wrong?
On a partial success, no. You think it's all working fine.
Perfect. It seems mostly fine anyway.
Well, it's only dripping now and not squirting.
Yeah, exactly. You know, it's just a little drip here and there. Once we get your things all hooked up,
What
it's
is
probably gonna
this
stop
substance
doing that.
leaking out from beneath the door?
Probably oil. I need to get some of them mops or something. All right.
Careful coming in.
Does this?
No, that's not edible. That's not edible.
Oh, ooh, ow!
Don't-
This one just bit me.
What the hell? What do you mean bit?
That probably
Can
was
you
all.
open the
hitting
door,
it. Right.
please?
Why did I was thinking of fucking
Can I press the button? Can I
hardware.
press the button?
You can open the door.
Yes. I press the button.
We brought the specimens.
Oh,
Ethan
great.
is helping me carry
right.
one.
You can see Barry's
She
got
carrying-
like a nice patch of oil like on his left shoulder. No.
I'm just messing with the long-range scanner so they can't scan back at us.
Were the two of you doing here? I'm surprised, Barry, that you would let Edra secrete on you.
No, he didn't. As I said, we're working on
It's
the
a different
long-range
color.
scanner to install a jammer effectively so they can't be traced back at us like that one time with the Immortal Syndicate.
Oh.
That you thinking of making blockers for the two of them with Nadai and all that made me think this is a good plan.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
And I would like to report I'm starting to get feeling back in my right arm.
Good. That's good to know.
Yeah.
You seem disappointed.
I'm not disappointed. I just more was concerned for
Alright.
the fact that you lost feeling in the first place.
I brought
Why
you
are you disappointed,
specimens.
Doc?
We have in Eden's arms, 11 is over there. I have 8 and 0.5.
Oh, okay, thank you. I'll take 0.5 right now. Okay, alright.
You know you shouldn't grab it by the arm.
That was its arm?
It hurts.
1 of 5.
11? 11, please. Even.
Okay. Careful, it's nibbly.
It's okay. Fine. Alright. An 8.
It's sleeping. Be gentle.
Oh, I see. Touch up it.
Are you putting those in my long range scanner?
Can you undo the holes, please?
You mean the knot in the hose that I have?
Yes, I must put a piece of 11 inside.
Oh God! All right, I untie it, but give it pinched so it's not spraying oil everywhere.
Watch your finger.
Yeah.
Watch it.
Okay.
Okay. It looks alright. Just a little bit. Alright. Okay, alright. That's it. Feeding 11 is heavy. Okay. Alright, let me... Eden, can you put your finger there, please?
It's not gonna bite me again, is it?
No, the 11's over there. Right? Is it right there? Hold that.
Okay. All right.
Right?
Okay.
Barry, I need
Yeah.
you to pick up 8.
Oh. Which one is that?
The one with the
Purple
spines.
All right, I pick up whatever the hell this thing is.
Okay.
It's the one that's
Rubbish.
sleeping, yes?
Now, you're going to gently, do not wake it, peel back its front orifice. Come on,
you mean
you can do
open
it.
its mouth?
The other one.
You said front.
Why, yes. There's a chip inside. I need you to pull that out gently. Use the back of your fingernail at a 60-degree angle. If you wake
Wait.
it,
Well, I know, but hold on. No, I'm holding the mouth thing open. Here, Eden, take the chip out.
no, she has to
Are
keep
we?
her hand there.
Okay.
I got this. Shh. Gentle.
Are we sure that's sleeping?
Easy. Perfect. Okay.
Oh, I'm
I'll
gonna
put it
need
in
some
my mouth.
rolls. Let's see. So, let's see. Code, you are making some modifications here. I think this is gonna be you making a rig roll, and if anybody would like to help, you can help. This will be a. Now, you're also working on the long-range communications here? Is that
Me?
what you're doing right now?
Oh yeah. Yeah. I'm.
Or is this to spruce up Barry's soundtrack?
That'll come later.
Okay, I just need to clarify.
That'd be hilarious if I installed it instead when you press the scanner.
Okay,
Oh, damn
so then
it.
no
Such a good
rolls.
idea.
The long-range
Okay.
communications has already been rolled. But we'll say that this is going to feed in based on Barry's roll. So this was a partial success. And you can play that out.
Okay. All right. Great. Thank you. All right. Unfortunately, Barry, your job is... how do I say it nicely? Okay. We're going to need 0.5.
I'll take okay. All right.
Unfortunately, we're going to need 0.5.
The one that was snapping and biting all over the air?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Laura, how does the biosignature work with that one? Does it have to take a piece of him?
Maybe some hair might be a good substitute.
Hair? He's not going to like that.
No.
It is...
I mean, I could offer up a piece of my flesh, but then
No,
if I need to
not.
take care of your wounds, then no.
What do you mean take care of my wounds? We're just altering a long-range scanner.
I see where this is going. Yeah, allow her this bartering, Barry. Give and take.
Yeah, what am I giving?
Some of your hair.
Oh, that's not too
We give
bad.
you a haircut.
No. I'll just take a little off over here. It's
Only
fine.
a little? Oh,
How much do you need of my hair?
I don't know. Laura's the expert.
Oh, that's fine.
Oh, that's a good 2 inches.
I just pull it like out in some of the little spots in between that's just not really noticeable and just give you a lock of hair. That's not as bad as I thought it would be. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
I am a professional bioengineer. Don't worry.
It's
Okay.
getting hard to hold. Please.
Feed it, Barry. Feed it.
Feed what? Oh my god. Oh, I thought you were doing it.
Not with your hand, Barry. You have to put it in your mouth, chew it up, and then...
I need to
Place
chew
it in
my
his
own
mouth.
hair and give it my
Hurry.
hair?
Yes.
Oh, fine. Take the
Ooh,
hair
so
back.
it gets your
Just,
saliva too.
Good,
Yeah.
good.
Right. Arch your lips. No, Barry, you have to put it in your mouth.
no, I'm handing the damn thing to it. I ain't putting it. I'm not mouth feeding this thing. And I like put in my the wet hair from my hand into its mouth.
It's not how we standardly do it, but okay. Seems to have
I'm
calmed
a
down.
little different. That's all. There, did
Barry,
that work?
You
Whatever the-
seem to improve this process. You will have to notate this.
Now, Barry, put the tube inside of his mouth.
Well, that one I can do. And
Okay. Stick the other wires in the backside. Be careful not to put it in the wrong hole.
there's more than one hole back there?
When you feel around, you will find out.
What do you mean feel around? It's not visible?
Unless Alora made it visible, they typically are very temperamental about what goes inside.
I can help you.
Thank you. Oh,
Oh, just rip the...
I'd like grab the wires and just like,
Yellow goes to the left side.
uh-huh.
The one secreting juices, that's for the blue wire.
Okay.
Green wire has to go a little bit deeper, and there's a chip inside. When you start to feel the hard spots, there's 2 of them. Rub with your finger and then gently score it inside. Gently. Whoa. That's a little too much, too far. Okay, right there. Perfect. Okay, it's calm. It's calm. All right, Eden. Your finger's still on the thing, or did you take it off?
No, it's on the thing.
Okay.
I'm terrified.
All right, now you're gonna flip that switch on. You're gonna make sure the power rolls through, and it's okay. If it bursts, bye-bye 0.5, and our project may not work.
It'll be fine.
Flip the
Do
switch.
I lift my finger yet?
Flip the switch.
I flip it.
Uh-oh.
Is that good or bad?
Oh,
do not
that's
know.
excellent. No, that's a good sound. That's a good sound.
Okay.
Oh, that's the good sound.
What does that sound like then?
You don't want to know.
I really don't want to know. You're correct. Okay. We're good?
Yeah?
And the
testing
panel's
phase.
all closed up and we're fine?
Yes, but the most important part, the name.
Oh.
I like how we're all smashed up in this room, by the way.
Yeah, I'm gonna name it Jaundice. It seems like a great name for a creature.
You gave it a first and last name. And it's human.
Yeah, I definitely gave it a first and last name. Jaundice. Yeah.
Jaundice.
Okay.
Yep.
Project Jaundice.
Yep, that's it. There you go. Project Jaundice.
Would you like to test?
You know, actually, we probably should before we go through that gate.
It may take a bit before Molly accepts, or even 0.5 accepts Molly. But if
That's
the
a good
relationship
reason to
is
test
sound,
it now. Yeah.
the chipset I placed inside should be fine. It's very old tech. And I can tell by Molly, it's pretty old and sturdy.
Sturdy is the better word there. Absolutely. Okay. Well, let's try a long-range scan. We're in a gate, so it's or near a gate. It shouldn't be an issue for anybody. So, all right. Hold on to your.
We should go sit down.
Well, I mean, it's probably we're not moving. It's just more it's a figure of speech. Okay.
I like how we're all touching. It's togetherness time.
Okay. I just flip the long-range scanners on to see how well it works. That's a good sound, right, Doc? Mm-hmm. All right. Is it gonna make that noise every time I scan?
Yep.
All right. Maybe I'll put some sound dampeners around it.
You just put like a little blanket on top of it.
Maybe.
It'll be like instead.
That would be suffocating it.
We wouldn't want that. No, not with all the tubes shoved into it. Okay, how did this work? And I pull up the HUD for the scanner to see what pops up.
Sure.
Oh.
Give me a...
Did you need me to encrypt that?
The whole point of this was getting encrypted by the weird creature you put in there. What the fuck did you do then?
Apparently not his job.
I normally never make character, I'm sorry. When you send out, before you send out the signal, I need to encrypt it.
Oh. Okay, well, but I thought that's the whole point. That's what we were talking about. It would self-encrypt.
Until you try to manually do things on your own. It doesn't look like it's functional the way I intended it to be. If you let me touch it, it probably would have been working. But anyway, to make up for your attempt, you have to
so you need to do you need to do an encryption thing, and then it will do itself on its own?
Manually, every time you send out the signal, you would have to press it. It won't be automatic like we wanted it to be.
Oh, but it will help in the encryption process.
Well, correct. So I will
that's
have
better than nothing. All right. Okay, well then, and I motion to you.
Does this require a... In my head, I'm thinking, would this require a roll?
Yeah, it would definitely. This will be a helm roll.
For encryption? I thought about hack.
For an encryption?
For encryption?
Yeah, because it's just a scanner roll.
Oh. I can do that.
Okay. Well, since you were so good at helping before, would you like to help me on this one?
No, you said you're very confident. You don't want me touching it. Go for it, Code.
Actually, hang on 1 second. Yeah, I think it would be
a helm.
You can do. Well, actually, it could be a study or a helm. Either or.
All right, let's go with steady.
Okay.
If I fail to be like, la, 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 in space. All right. Oh wait, cancel this.
And what are you trying to scan right now?
Just basically testing it, trying to put out a scan just to see what's around us. Not a hot, like, just being like, oh, how many ships are in line, sort of thing.
An encrypted one, so it doesn't bounce back.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the position?
Controlled. The effect will be limited.
Bonus die?
Nope.
You sure you don't want to help, Barry?
No, you told me you don't want me touching it.
I didn't want you touching the panel.
All right. Well, this is a direct thing for it. It's all you, bud. I believe in you.
Okay. A partial success. There's another squelch from the panel. And there's a slightly acrid smell. As the ping sort of goes out, you start to see this this scan effect pulsate out from the ship as per usual, and as it does, much like sonar, you see ships start to appear. The encryption is working, but you're not sure how well. Code.
Well, I would like to say that encryption works.
Oh, all right. Good.
Bad news is it works as well as your job with installation.
So your quality is equal to mine. That's good to hear.
Well, it's what I can work with. But well, the good news is that it's working. Bad news is we don't know how well it's working. So it's better than it was before. So I would say that was a success.
I'd say so. No, that's good. All right. Well, with that, we just gotta wait in line, and then we'll head on out.
We fast forward a little bit as the group finally makes their way in the queue and begins their jump to Earth. As the ship begins to spool up the hyper, the jump drive, there's like another weird sort of squelchy kind of sound that comes from the panel.
Uh-oh.
And then there's a series of beeps that begin to happen. You did not turn the scanner on, and you're starting to receive all these pings, and it looks like the encryption's working on the scanner right now, but you kind of weren't actively scanning.
I guess it's automatic now.
Did
Yay for us.
Did it just start scanning on its own?
I think you may have put it too deep in the green wire.
All right, let's turn that off. Click.
You turn it off.
Hopefully.
There's like another poof of smoke somewhere, like not in your field of vision. You don't even notice it. You maybe just hear like a little in the background.
That's probably fine. All right, jump gate time. Here we go. Everyone better be buckled in.
Buckle in. We're getting going through the gate.
Oh, I will go tie down the pussy.
Right.
And the jump begins. As you head through the jump gate, you are shortly greeted by the sight of Earth a few seconds later. You see the debris floating around the planet, obstructing your perfect view as you exit the jump gate. The normal traffic that you would expect is all about. You can see various rippers, the scavengers of the various debris around Earth, flitting back and forth amongst the debris on your scanners. And what do you do?
Well, I mean, we want to get ourselves going toward Golden Arches Station. That's the main plan here. If I'm not mistaken, it's in a wider orbit than a lot of the space junk, so it just doesn't get hit all the time.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
You see the usual advertisements floating as you exit the jump gate for all of the various fast food locales available at the Golden Arches Station.
Oh no.
What's wrong?
Did you close all of the, what do you call them, windows on Molly before we got here?
Yeah, we all the blast windows go down when we jump. That's how, I mean, they might automatically open after we exit jump. Why?
Oh no. You have sealed your own fate, Barry.
Was what?
We are in the land of food.
I now see the problem.
Yeah.
I mean,
she
this
hasn't run up here yet, so you're a little
but
lucky.
it's good.
Maybe she didn't notice.
No, well, she'll notice once we dock, regardless. Can I trust you to keep track of her when we get to the station, Code?
Of course.
To not let her put herself at risk due to all of the food?
There's risk. Humans put risk on food?
Well, here? Yeah, actually, that's pretty accurate.
Oh, no.
If you think bread caused problems for your digestion, a triple quarter pounder with cheese, asterisk, that's gonna make her insides more liquid than they probably already are.
Who puts quarters insides while he
No, it's a phrase. It's 3 beef patties. It's beef. I got rid of one of the E's. But it's 3 patties, and then that cheese stuff, and then the bun. It has bread on it, and she's gonna think it's
no.
That's why I'm saying.
So it has bread on it.
It does. Yeah, that's why I'm saying it's gonna. Oh God.
Oh no. Shh. I'm listening.
Why don't you go check in on her? Why don't you?
Laura, may I come back and see you? She's not answering.
Yeah, go check.
What?
Go.
I'm coming. Stay.
Yeah.
It's an emergency. Stay back.
What?
You gonna be okay?
Yeah, I'll be fine. You're good.
Okay.
Go check on. Okay.
Do
There
we
you go.
want to watch that video?
Yeah, we'll watch it. We'll get on it before we dock.
Okay.
I'll just kind of I'll put us at a real low thrust before we get in range. We'll just take our time. We'll take our time. Yep. Everything's good.
Everything's great. Everything's great. Okay, I should probably get Peace's wake-up procedure here going soon.
What is it?
You're looking very your bones are extending a lot further than they used to, and I like it.
I think it's
Did
all
you do something with your hair? Oh, it's amazing.
Are you okay?
Do I seem? Maybe you should. I don't know.
Should I put some blood back into you?
That wouldn't be a bad idea. But you know, I think I'm coming along fine. You know, there's. Yeah, we've been bonded for a very long time, and we haven't really been spending much time together on this journey.
Oh, do you want to help me organize my medkit?
Will that take a few days?
No, it shouldn't
Oh.
take very long at all.
Okay, well,
Why are you behaving so strangely? What are you up to?
Hey, does anybody smell that?
Smell what? There's a little smoke from, I think, jaundice, but
No, doesn't it smell kind of like food?
she said,
how? We're in the vacuum of space.
she said poo. You know, it's not.
Maybe it's just the effect of getting closer to the golden arches, huh?
Maybe. I have heard that
What?
there's some.
How do you smell?
What?
What is the Golden Arches?
You know, it's something weird. The station is like shaped kind of. It's not for us. It's
Hey,
very
Code, do
human.
you wanna get that video set up in the mess while I'm getting us set up?
Yes.
All right.
The video.
I'll pop up in a sec. I'm just getting us on autopilot here before we get to our approach.
Are the Golden Arches by a human settlement? Are there going to be very many humans around here?
I heard they were all floating in space. So you know, they
Oh.
probably aren't really.
I go over to the window and I hit the blaster.
Wait. You don't have to stand in front of it. You know, it's.
I want to see the humans floating in space. Can you move aside, please?
Maybe after the video, you know, of her mother being like brutally taken. Might be it.
Move, Edra! I shove you. And look out into the vacuum of space. There are signs out there, but I cannot read any of them.
Yeah, the signs were just false advertisement stuff. You
Good
remember the volley
thing.
ship?
Even with your inability to read what the signs say, they have plenty of pictures.
So you remember the volley that I thought was stolen, but it really wasn't? It was just like fake? Yeah, that's the same.
What is that? I want to put that into my mouth so badly. What is that? It looks so beautiful.
I heard that's not good for your insides.
I don't care.
I've lost her.
Oh, wait. What?
Barry, I need you to stop and turn around. There was a picture in the vacuum of space.
That's why are we stopping for a picture there, Doc?
I failed the mission.
I'm going to go ask Barry what that was. It will haunt me for the rest of my life if I don't know.
Yeah, and there she goes. She's really strong. Way stronger than I expected her to be.
Eden! We're gonna watch the video of your mother being taken now.
Okay. You need some help?
No, she does.
Okay, let's see. You got
Mary!
pilot. Yeah. Oh God.
Barry, there was a long cylinder, and it was red, and there was bread shrouding around it. What is that?
That's fucking hell code. That's a burger. Or is that a wait? How long is? Which way is the cylinder going?
It's going
Horizontal
like
or vertical?
this.
Oh, that's a hot dog.
Hot dog.
Yeah, it's nothing to do with the animal. In fact, it's nothing
It's
to do
an
with any
animal?
animal.
What kind of
No, it's
animal?
not an animal, and it has nothing to do with animals. Not at all.
What does it taste like?
You know, I don't know if that is a good way to describe it. You'd think it's meat, but it ain't.
Barry, I need you to help me with something.
What do you... What do you need?
The hot dog.
The hot dog.
The hot dog.
Yeah, what about it? What do you need help with?
I need it. Can you... I have a cred. Can you help me obtain a hot dog?
You put your credit away. You don't... That's way too much for a hot dog.
Well,
It's not... They're really cheap. Because they...
I'll install your extra eyelids if you get me a hot dog.
No, that's unnecessary, but I appreciate... do not need extra eyelids.
Okay.
Okay.
The video's ready in the mess hall if you guys want to come.
Thank you. We'll be right there.
Doc?
I'm so hungry.
Doc, I need to warn you now. The food at this place tastes really good, and you will throw up all of it. No, not in a good way. Not in a good... that was not helpful. That was the opposite of helpful there, Barry.
Oh, how much time until... I think I can install an extra stomach before we go. That's exactly what I'm going to do. Yes, I can... If I go... I think I can fit in an extra.
I made it worse. I'm
Coming up now.
I make my way to the mess. I made it worse, Code. I'm sorry.
She's so strong when it comes to desires.
That's very accurate.
She squeezed my forearm so hard and threw me out of the way. I couldn't stop her from opening it. I tried.
I know. It's all right, buddy. We both failed. Okay, let's watch that video and hope to God that distracts us all enough before we make our way there.
I will warn you. This video is, well, here, Eden. All you have to do is press play, pause, and stop whenever you feel like it's too much.
Oh, yeah, there you go, Eden.
Was that good? I feel like I was doing good.
That was pretty good, actually, yeah.
I even tried the sentimental,
Yeah, we got it, yeah.
Are we all ready?
Yeah, let's
Okay.
get it going.
I press play, and I'm watching it very, very closely.
You probably recognize personnel on the camera. You can see a few of the scientists that Dr. Aquarius works with. Probably walking by, kind of like setting up various stations around this small lab. It's really the way that you described it previously is like this isn't like a main research lab. This is kind of just like a probably just a small one that's maybe analyzing very specific results or what have you. But it's not meant to be a full research lab. But you recognize one or two of the co-workers. One of them walks in front of the camera by one of the stations. You can see that they look at their watch for too long. Normally you expect a glance. Now, this could be some kind of stopwatch for some kind of experiment. It is possible that such a thing could happen. There are, several experiments that might have to be specifically timed for a result. But it's a pretty long time. And you would imagine that they would have other devices to do this. as they continue watching, you see then an explosion in the lab. There's bits of glass and whatnot that blasts outward from off camera where the door would be. You can see the armed personnel begin to make their way into the lab. And you can probably hear now, just on the what the camera would pick up, just kind of in the background.
Where are they? Where are they? Where's the one we're looking for? Yeah. Yeah. You! Come here now!
And then you see Dr. Aquarius being pulled into the frame. The other scientist has moved off of the camera. And more threats get sort of hurled around.
If anyone follows, this one dies. Play it smart, and no one will get hurt.
Much of the scientist personnel there seem to comply as Dr. Aquarius is simply dragged off. You see, grabbed by the arm and just kind of hauled off. Give me a study roll. If anybody would like to help, they can.
I will help.
Oh no.
This will be a risky position. The effect will be standard.
6.
Okay. A few things that you picked up from the video that caught your eye. First and foremost, the scientist that was looking at their watch moved before the explosion happened. Looking like they got into cover first. 2. You noticed something that was on the assailant's gun. There looked like there was some kind of symbol on the weapon. 3. Dr. Aquarius looked calm. These are the 3 things that jumped out at you.
The staff member who looked at their watch, are they human or are they Titanite?
They are human.
They're human researcher.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It would have been one of your, one of Dr. Aquarius's, probably like the equivalent of an intern.
Right, one of
Like
our
a lab
assistants.
assistant, yeah.
Huh. That symbol. Can you zoom in on the gun over there? Is there any way to do that?
Yes.
See the one right
well,
there?
I don't know how clear the image will be. Is that a roll?
No. The
Zoom.
roll's already been made.
Okay.
We'll say that, maybe you picked up on like one of the other cameras in the lab or something. Most of them had very bad angles. This was the one that had like the best angle for this thing to happen. It had a view of the door, and I think you get like another angle, maybe via like a reflection or something. And you see the symbol on this gun is a flower of some kind. I don't think you would recognize it, but Eden, you would. Barry, you would. This is a lily.
A lily? What the hell's that there for? Do any of the factions that we have run into, any of them use a lily as a logo of any kind?
Ooh, that will be a very difficult roll. And
Fair.
It will be a... You can definitely try to make the roll here, Barry, but how would you like to try to do this? Just recollection?
I mean, yeah, that's kind of what... Just him looking at it, he's just trying to recall if he's run into it before. He isn't trying to do anything special or fancy. It's just the glance and thinking about it.
You said a lily, not a lotus,
I think
right?
this is just a fortune roll, then.
Ah, shit. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Number of dice.
You have no bonus dice. This is just pure recollection, so I think this is a 0 dice situation.
Okay. That's a 3.
Nope. You have no idea.
That's fair. Yeah, I don't know what that would be for. A lily.
What is a lily?
It's an old extinct earth flower. It's used in a lot of art.
Why would it be on their gun?
I mean, it's some sort of organization probably, but I can't think of any that use it. I mean, we'd have to like probably actually look into it more, but I can't think of anything off the top of my head.
Maybe Slice would know?
Maybe.
I would
but
refrain from showing Slice.
yeah. Just on the off chance he's involved in any way, it might be good to not. This is something Peace could look up when he's hooked into the black market, though.
Yeah.
Say there's one more thing that you pick up. When you're looking at that weapon, they also have something at their side. They have what appears to be a sheathed katana blade. I don't know if you would know what that is. I'll leave that up to you. I imagine Code doesn't. For you, you would just kind of see like some kind of black stick at their side, I guess.
Why do these humans have a third arm?
No, that's
A leg.
not a leg. It looks like a sword or something, like a sheath.
Kind of like my blade, but not, all...
Yeah, that's one more physical. It looks like it's like a sword blade. I've seen those in little knick-knack shops occasionally. Like they'll be like replica, whatever the hell. But if they're here, that probably ain't a replica. Weird.
So the explosion was from the outside. The glass was moving inward.
Okay, so they breached it to go in, yeah.
And you saw that one fella, the one that works for the doctor, he... At that point in the video, if we bring it back here,
Yeah.
he moved over this way.
Yeah, so he's in on it, very likely. Whether willingly or not is the question here.
I wonder if there was any footage outside of the laboratory.
Probably, just may not. We weren't able to
We
get
wouldn't be
that
able to
at the
access
time.
it.
Yeah, no. This is what we got. Well, we got his face. We can get that copied and we can look into the black market on that face potentially as well. See if it was a previous thing, or if he's not in there, then we might be able to even assume it's Nadai doing die things.
Okay. But the doctor looked calm.
Well, that could be a number of things. Calm because you put up a calm appearance to make sure that your people you work with don't get pulled into it. Trying to put on a brave face, so to speak. Calm like they knew it was going to happen. Doesn't mean they wanted to, but it could be they knew. Maybe they were trying to get information on you out of them and that didn't work, and so they went and did a big thing, and there's a lot of possibilities. We don't know. Calm doesn't necessarily mean compliant. Or complicit. Or, you know.
Maybe she knows these people and worked with them before.
That, unfortunately, could be the case as well.
Did Dr. Aquarius look at the camera at any point? No.
No.
No, alright. Well. No hidden message. Do you recognize anything else of their mannerisms that are not in line with what you remember?
Everyone else looked okay.
What is she holding?
The doctor?
Hmm.
Was the doctor holding something?
No.
No, I'm not bringing anything with her.
No, I think that's just a blur from them moving. You see that?
Yeah. One way or another. Yeah, that's, well, we know the Immortal Syndicate was there pulling them out, but they may have been hired by someone else or were working with somebody else. I don't think that Lily has anything to do with the Immortal Syndicate. It's not their main logo, at least.
Why would anyone be using a sword?
People are weird. That's as good as an answer as I got, but...
Well, if Peace can't find anything on the black market, I can always send a message to Jakev, my friend.
No, that's right, your drug smuggler friend. Yeah.
He prefers the term entrepreneur.
I'm sure he does.
And who is he with again?
Himself?
No,
he's
he is with
affiliated.
the
Zodiac Hearts.
Zodiac Hearts.
Oh, he actually might be willing to help because it would be taken on. It would be hitting a competitor, so to speak. That's a good backup. But I'm sure that's going to cost us quite a bit because that ain't free.
I make him very many drugs, so...
Yeah, so then maybe you could trade information for drugs then. That could work too.
I do recall something, though my memory is foggy. When we ran into the ones that we found at the station were Immortals Syndicate. We had it wasn't really a battle. We sent fizzles. But before that, there was some person that we ran into, yes? There was a ship that came after us.
Oh, those stupid little teens?
Were they a part of the Immortals?
No, they were hired by them.
Mm-hmm.
Hired by them. Distractions.
Yeah.
I feel that we are playing in the hands of whoever is doing this.
That was kind of the worry, is that this is a trap for us. That is fair.
But the distraction part,
Yeah.
I believe we're looking in the wrong jar.
Barry, do you remember any details of the people who shot you when you were helping Jonafar?
Oh God. No, they were pretty. If I remember right, they were like kind of concealing what they looked like, if I'm not mistaken.
You just didn't get a good look inside their vehicles. I mean, they were in vehicles chasing after you and firing weapons and stuff.
No, I couldn't really see them. I know I took them out, but I couldn't see them.
I did give you the option to go look, but you kept going with Jana.
In the video, do these assailants have firearms with them?
In the video? Yeah, definitely. That was what you saw. You saw one of the weapons.
That's where the symbol is on, yeah.
Barry, do you think that maybe the weapons in the video might be similar to the ones that you were shot with? I think you know quite a bit about guns, with how much you threatened to shoot us with them.
Yeah. I mean, maybe I can try to see if it's the same model, a gun. Maybe.
You can make a. Oh boy.
That'd be study or scrap, maybe.
I know you're trying.
They're the same
so
roll for me,
hard
but I
for
could
that
see scrap because I have to shoot, so I'd like knowledge of guns, maybe. But
yeah, I think this is gonna be study roll.
okay. Position.
Controlled.
Yeah.
Effect will be limited.
Yeah. Okay. So, the description of this ability may or may not line up, but I'm curious. But I do have the ability Keen Eye, which described as you have sharp eyes and notice small details many might overlook. But the thing is, gain one die when firing ship guns or making trick shots. So that's why I'm not sure on that.
Yeah, I'll give you a bonus die for this.
Okay. So I kind of get up close to the hollow, like squint. Just. It's kind of hard to make out.
You, I think, can identify that the weapon types were different.
Okay.
You don't have the exact make and model, but you know that the weapons used on the station were heavy weapons.
Got it. Okay. Whereas
That's
I was being shot by blasters when they were in the cars. Yeah.
Yeah. It could have been blasters. It could have been sort of like medium type weapons.
True.
The weapons on the station were like heavy weapons. That's part of the reason why there was so much death there.
Yeah.
And injuries.
Okay, well, to answer your question, these are wildly different than what I was shot by. They see here, they're heavy weapons. They're usually going to be like, you got to have both hands on it. Otherwise, you're going to get a lot of kickback. I was hit by something they could probably get with one hand. So, not the same weapons. They might be the same make or made given by the same people, but I couldn't tell from here.
It was worth a shot.
No, it was a good call, but yeah, they're different.
Well, we can have Peace look up all of that stuff. Maybe if that falls through, maybe Jonna knows something, or maybe I don't know.
Maybe we could pull strings with Bob and see if he'll give us some info, but yeah. First things first. Now that we got
I have
this.
an idea.
Yep.
I don't know if it's a good idea. If Bob does not understand or know where this comes from, weren't we planning to go to Mars?
We wanted to get info here first and maybe see if we can get what we need to help her mom. But worst case, we could jump to Mars and then try some information gathering there. Coming into this, those heavy weapons and the fact that one of them's got a logo on them makes me nervous to just jump in without info. I think getting info from Peace on the station here, from the Brack Market, going from there, and if we need to, maybe go into the red spot like you're thinking as a backup.
I've read many things about the red spot. There's many people there that can be access for data, access for weapons, access for parts, access for information, considering some, I don't know. There's some interesting things there. I've read a lot. I've read so much on Titan. I am very interested in seeing what Mars has to offer. I think it's the best place to gather information. Don't you, Eden? Yes, you do. Okay, of course you do. And I've heard there's good food there.
Calm.
I don't think
maybe.
anything bad is going to happen to your mother in the meantime. I do agree with Barry. We do need more information. We know almost nothing.
There's... Well, I think starting here is a good spot. Getting info from the black market. Doing what we need to do in that regard. We can get the med bay installed here. It will take a week. So we can be doing the information gathering portion of whatever's going on while we're waiting for that. And then from there, we can see where we need to go next. There is that race in 2 weeks, which could net us an exceptional amount of cred that we can spend some of for that information gathering, like Code was saying.
I can install your music by then.
Probably.
There should be parts on the station. Question. What if we run into Nadai?
Well, that's why we need that med bay. Get on ASAP and get the blockers in.
On the
That's
station?
like... It might be a good plan to not, at least to start, to not have those of you at risk on the station.
Wait, we can't go on the station?
Not immediately. I'm just saying we can get the med bay installed, get the blockers, then you can. But if you're worried about Nadai...
Well, technically, only Edra has the markers.
Right. I'm not saying this to leave you out.
There's a sudden noise coming from Alora's general direction.
I have to protect you, Alora. Why you go on your...
What?
Unfortunate.
Yeah, well, right. What was that noise?
My third stomach.
I'm just saying for your own protection, Code, it might not be wise to go onto the station until we got the marker deactivated, so to speak. I'm not saying this because I don't trust you. I'm saying this for your well-being. Okay.
I understand.
Well, so Jana still had the marker after the psychological influence, or the influence of the way was, for lack of a better phrase, thrown out of her.
Mm-hmm. She
Right?
still did?
Because that's when you analyzed her, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's more reason, even more so, that we need to get that med bay and a counter
Right.
to it built.
If you
But
go on
I
the
can
station...
I can watch her for you, Code. If you're worried, I can do that for you.
Please
and
do.
update you as needed. Yep, yeah. I
Also
got
be
you.
very careful. And I said run into Nadai. I don't think she'd probably make an appearance herself, but who knows who she has watching.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
what if we did something similar to what we did for Jana?
What do you
We
mean?
have Elora and I take a look inside.
We could make sure
mine?
that... Yes.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's safe.
I've
It's
already
not.
been in there.
Yeah.
I
And
don't
you
know
know
if I've
that
been in there to that degree.
we've been bonded, so I would be able to help Eden
Yeah.
in quite easily.
What if you don't come back the same?
Well, that's always that risk, ain't it?
I mean, have to be more trusting. You feel that you can do it? Fine.
Because at
That's
the
up to
very
you
least,
two.
then, we can try to figure out whatever the influence she has on your mind, and then we can at least start breaking that down.
Is there
Right?
a way, like a fail safe? Like if something goes wrong, I can pull them out since I'll be on the outside. Is there any way to do that so that way we can not take a horrible risk?
Yes. Sever the back of my neck.
Oh, kill you? Yeah, I don't want to do that. That's like real bad.
Well, you could break the connection. Just like as I was narrating when we helped Jana, I can narrate to you what is happening.
Okay, yeah,
You can
say it
help.
out loud, and if something goes wrong, I and put on gloves or something and physically pull you apart. I know that doesn't sound like a good, like that probably could have other problems, right? Yeah, but it would be better than nothing at all. Okay.
I just don't want you to be a slave to this person who.
If there's a possibility that the die is on this station, then Eden is absolutely right. We need to do this.
Yeah.
It's just a hunch, really. Yeah, she could probably.
It's a good hunch. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Well, if you feel that something you want to do, I do warn you. In there is not gonna be what you've ever experienced. And I don't know what kind of failsafe. She did take a liking to me.
Yeah.
For some reason.
If you're able to do any sort of, I don't know how it works, meditation or prep ahead of time, so that you go in stronger, maybe. I don't know how this works.
However, if we sever Nadai's connection to Edra, then we will no longer have any way of infiltrating. Nadai will know.
That's also
true. I suppose there's a choice to be made here now. Do we want to infiltrate Nadai and keep Code's connection, or do we want to break it to keep Edra safe?
I mean, I personally would rather it be disconnected for your own safety, and you can make your own choices without ever having to worry about her influencing you.
For mental clarity.
But that's mine, and that's not you. You're yourself, so that's ultimately up to you, Code.
Maybe the path will be clear to me then.
Could be.
It's your choice, Edra.
Fine. Do what you must. I did warn you.
All right.
That's a good place for us to end the session today.
The cliffhanger.
Ooh, wow.
Uh-oh.
I got another character ready already. No,
Sorry for the future perma.
And his brain leaked out of his head, literally.
That's gonna be like, Mark, 2 more trauma, please.
Good session, everybody.
I told you the person that I last engaged away with, their brains exploded. Oops.
Each brain cell combusticated. We're gonna wrap things up there, folks. Thank you so much for joining us today for 100 Club. As always, we appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Make sure you're following all these wonderful people. You can head on over to tablestory.tv/100club with no spaces. Go follow them in all the places. If you have yourself a Prime Gaming sub that you haven't used yet, consider throwing it their way. Get yourself some emotes. Support these lovely people. And even if you don't have a Prime sub, consider just, subbing to them. Get yourself some emotes. Just support them because they're great. And if you want to help support Tablestory, you can do that a few different ways. Make sure you're following us here on Twitch, Tablestory on Twitch, YouTube, and at a Tablestory on Twitter. We're also on Hive, Tablestory there. Once Hive is getting everything sorted out, we'll also have a presence there. And if you want to help support us in a monetary way, you can check out our Patreon, which is tablestory.tv/pledge. We also have podcast versions of the show. If that is easier for you to consume, you can check that out. There's podcast links on the 100 Club link on the website. Go check it out. We're going to go around the room. We're going to do our end of session stuff and some shout outs. Why don't we start off today with Stella. She starts off.
Hello. Hi, I'm Stella Luna on Twitch and hi. Stella Luna TV on all other social media. Thank you so much for watching our show. I love you. Also, thank you to all my wonderful cast members for another wonderful session. I'm a TTRPG performer and producer. You can find out all my information over on my Twitter. Let's see. We did quite a bit of roleplay today. The one desperate roll I did, I succeeded. So, oh, do we get XP no matter if you fail or?
Yeah, you just roll the desperate. That's all that matters.
Hell yeah, I got 1 XP. Got a doctor. Hell yeah. Gamer. Okay. Today you addressed a tough challenge with insight or compassion. I think so. Maybe a little brutal on the blood work, but I think in general with the toast and also just trying to like offer a hand in finding Eden's mom. 2. Yes. 2. You express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Not really. I get 1 maybe for doing some doctor, a lot of doctoring this episode. Putting on the doctor hat. My background of doctor.
I don't think so.
He was right here until you said that.
You know, because I'm a doctor.
Like,
so that was
and he
my
was like,
background because I'm a doctor.
So 3.
No, you don't get the middle one. No, 2 for the
Zeke's
first
not
one.
here, so you know.
I know. Where's Zeke? Come back. And then you struggled with issues from your vice or traumas during this session. I will next time.
Most likely. Okay, 2.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's me.
Faye.
Hello, I'm Phelan. I stream on Twitch and I'm a voice actor for video games and stuff like that, and I do TTRPG stuff. I'm here on Tuesdays as well when Kingmakers is here, but it's not right now. We're on vacation. So yeah. Make sure you follow Tablestory. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. It was a very RP heavy one today, so it was really fun. I really enjoyed today. As for me, you can catch me on like all the social medias. It's just Phelan, FHAELIN. And as for the end of session, I only rolled once. It wasn't desperate. You addressed a tough challenge with wisdom or the way. I mean, the only thing I could imagine is from the wisdom perspective of things where Eden kind of put her upset to the side and kind of recognized, even though Barry was chatting with her about it, she already kind of knew that she belonged and she was already working through that sort of stuff.
Sure. We'll give you a pity XP.
Yes.
No, you deserve that. That's a deserve.
Hello, Stella.
Pity me,
Ask that shit.
Wick Steven. That's your Halloween costume. You address your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Did I?
Background heavy as hell, I thought.
Yes, your background of test subject.
That Lord.
I'm sorry, I'm not helpful. I'll just shut up. Where's Zeke?
Yeah,
Wax taking experience away. He was like, you know what? Actually, 0
I'm
experience.
going to start taking it away from each of you. We're just going to go back.
Listen, I keep my mouth shut, Whack, all right? I keep my pity experience.
Test subject. I love it.
But on the real side of things, I think not a lot, but maybe
This argument's wrong.
in like the perspective of essentially, you know, that made it very clear that like the only thing on my mind right now is trying to help my mom. Stop it.
What's the next one?
Really want to help Endra by kicking that bitch the die out of his brain hole. I believe
It's at great personal risk. Our brains could melt.
my drive is
True.
friendship.
That didn't even end with a period. It's like a dot. Yeah.
Well, I mean, honestly, though, like, Eden is definitely, like, going out on a limb, trusting us with the fate of her mom, like,
For
and
sure.
being very forgiving.
I just don't know what that has to do with
That's her background.
Okay. The next
Her
one you
background,
definitely
her
got.
beliefs.
She's haunted by her past.
Well, you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. I'll give you one. I'll say for your background. So we'll say 2 total. But I don't think
and
you did
then
anything for your vice or
trauma
traumas.
now.
No.
I agree.
Okay.
All right, that's
Thank
me.
you,
Thank
Faye.
you, Wack.
Okay, Dan.
Hey! I'm Domestic Dan. You can find me Domestic Dan everywhere. I do all the things. I'm lifestyle. I cook a lot of food. I've cooked so much food these last like 5 days because I have had guests over for Friendsgiving, and I have so many leftovers. There's so much food in my house. Please help.
Damn. Wish I was closer.
If you were closer, I would give you a Tupperware of Thanksgiving food. Because that's literally what I'm going to do after this is go deliver a Tupperware of Thanksgiving food to friends. Yeah, that's me. In terms of end of session stuff, I'm going to go to Molly first. Executing successful extraction operation or capture the bounty. No! We don't even on a mission yet.
Nope.
Extracted some oil in there.
I will say that you guys have used enough stress, like you were on a mission already. You guys have used a mission's worth of stress so far before you even have a mission.
Got a week to sleep.
I ain't even got on the station yet.
Contend with challenges above your current station. I don't know.
Yes.
I don't know what that means.
Definitely not yet for Molly.
Yeah, I know. That's more of a whack question a lot of the time because he knows if things are above us or not. So, all right. Bolster your crew's rep or develop a new one. Nope. And then express goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of crew.
I'll give you 1 for that.
Okay.
Yeah, friendship toast. Woo!
Friendship toast. Mayo sandwich. Charcoal
and
mayo
0.5.
sandwich.
Okay.
Thank you for the visual, Frank.
Thank you. That was A+.
That's me finding the green wire.
Yeah,
Showing a
right. No, that's
diagram,
definitely what
thank
that
you.
was. 100% what that was.
That's exactly what happened.
God. All right. You addressed a tough challenge with speed or flair. Only thing I could think of is literal flare of sparks and oil spattering all over Barry while he was addressing the challenge of the long-range scanner.
Why did I witness the
made.
shampoo commercial?
Yeah, there was some
Slow-mo.
I was thinking of buying some L'Oreal. All right, moving on to the next one. Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Yes. 1, 2, 1.
I'm going to say
cool.
1, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Eden conversation is specifically what I was thinking of for that. And then you struggled with issues of your vice or traumas. That one, I might actually argue yes. He is having a really hard time dealing with the Titanites over the last few, specifically them in his space, and him really not liking how they do things, but having to swallow that. And Elvis.
Yeah, I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Just because I think this is meant to be more of a... It's meant to be more of like, hey, you spent cred on your vice, or you actually indulged your vice, or you were really dealing with traumas. You don't have any trauma yet.
No, somehow.
Don't worry, we'll get you some trauma. There is no
trauma.
Thank you.
What is this bullshit?
We'll get you some
Thank
trauma.
you. Yeah, I think I'm the only one that doesn't have trauma still.
Don't worry.
What's it like to be loved as a child?
Hey, Dan.
Don't you? Yeah.
When you said L'Oreal, did you mean L'Oreal? Did you know
Just
Lori
like
is a
jaundice?
British slang? No, British slang for a truck.
No, I meant like
Like
Lori,
trucker?
L-O-R-R-Y.
Now I wish I was meaning that. That's far better. All right, you're more clever than me. That's been proven. Thank you. No.
I give you my one brain cell.
Thank you. I will take it. I clearly need it.
I love that it's really big, and you somehow wore it like a hat.
Just
it was
an entire brain cell.
Like a tiara
Lori
brain
L,
cell.
Yeah. I'm upset because that's really, really good. And now
You're
I have
welcome.
Lori L branded hair shampoo in my bathroom. This is perfect. Thank you, Whack. That's all I got.
Thank you, buddy. Frank.
Hi, I'm Frank or Tech or Code or Edra. This is the only show I'm on. Hopefully more in the future.
Every day.
Saying, really like that show on Saturdays.
I looked at his journal and it was just crying and
actually in
scribbles
Edra's
about,
journal it's like
ashes.
he drew hobbits. You don't know where the fuck it came from, but he just drew hobbits and I'm just kidding. Anyway, I love Tablestory. I do a lot of TTRPG acting, voice acting, and I play games. I stream entirely way too fucking much. If you want to come over and you're awake at weird hours because I should be asleep, I'll be there. Twitch.tv/technique. No, you know E, just like you would spell technique, just leave the Q. And you can follow me on Twitter at Technique TV if you care about Twitter. If not, go on Hive. When it's fixed, I'll probably move completely over to Hive. Wow, into session stuff. So much shit happened today. This is the first time I broke character today, like hardcore. I just couldn't. This fucking Stella being like, huh? When she's supposed to have the answer, just fucking killed me. Let's see. Every time, no desperate actions. Address a tough challenge with technical skill. Yeah, buddy, we did. We had to bring out 3 specimens.
Yeah, and you definitely did. Absolutely.
Yeah, that and the encryption, maybe, even though it wasn't.
Nah, that was Dan's role.
Oh, okay. Express your beliefs. Yeah, heritage drive back around. I think so. We had a long talk in the mess. And I'm very surprised it came to an understanding. Honestly,
It was the toast.
it was the toast.
Food
And
brings
the loaded
everybody
mayo.
together.
Hell yeah, it does.
Yep.
If you're an isekai fan and you read any lit RPG stuff, food is always the key.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It is. That's why there's camp times. Let's see. Struggle with issues of your vice trauma. Not this session. Next session might be a doozy. Which I'm not prepared for. Okay.
All right. 2x.
Yeah, I think that's 2.
Thank you so much, buddy. I'm Wax Steven. I've been your GM of Doom. I've dragged the players kicking and screaming through the adventure today. Thank you so much, as always, for joining us, chat. Much love, much appreciation. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you to my wonderful players. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Faye. Thank you, Stella. Thank you, Frank, for being awesome role players. I appreciate you. Zeke, we missed you this week. I think Stella's going to be out next week, but we're going to hopefully see you next week. There's no Kingmakers tomorrow, but we've got Spellwind on Wednesday, and we've got Ashes of Eriador, which just premiered this last Thursday, which is my Lord of the Rings show that I am lore mastering. I'm LMing, which seems just weird. It feels weird to say that combination of letters. But that's on Thursdays, so it's still a brand new show. If you want to hop in and check it out, it's a great time. We're gonna have podcasts and whatnot getting sorted out this week as well. So if the podcast version of the show is easier for you to check out, that will be available soon as well. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Monday. Peace out, and we'll see you next week.
Go watch Ashes.
I thought she said go wash